Good morning, everybody. Gonna jam for a second. So excited today. The most important decision you can make today is to be in a good mood. All right. All right. I love kicking off the day with some bright music, some fun, excitement. Thank you guys so much for joining me for episode 3 of the Connie Korbelic Podcast. There are words to really express how grateful I am that all of you are tuning in. I am so blessed that you're here. Comment below and let me know if you're watching live or if you're watching on the replay. Drop a note where you're watching from. Love to see how far where we got everyone checking in from. I said a moment ago, but then I've launched another live. So the most important decision you can make today is to be in a good mood, and I am all for it today. I am signed up. I'm going to feel good today, regardless of how I feel. I'm in a good mood. So thank you all so much. For those who may not know me, my name is Connie Korbelic, and my mission is to support individuals as they navigate the often challenging waters of life surrounding career change and job loss. Together, we'll move from feelings of uncertainty and invisibility to a place where you feel inspired and embrace your unique talents in the world. My topic today is the power of being real and applying authenticity in crisis. I'm super excited to put this out there and share a few things with you guys and hopefully give you some things that you can apply to your own lives and your own career changes and things like that. Well, I'm the daughter of a retired member of the United States Air Force. I moved 27 times by the age of 30. The early years of my life were a state of constant change. I never established roots too deep anywhere before they were uprooted. I've changed countries, states, cities, schools, neighborhoods, friends, churches. You get the picture. Growing up, changes weren't anything I had any control over. The situations affecting me were not of my own forces. But nonetheless, I had two choices. One, to be agile and adjust positively to the circumstances, or be stubborn and resistant, wreaking havoc on my parents in an already turbulent time. With each new move, I had to redefine who I was. Some might say that as a clean slate, a chance to reinvent yourself, begin a brand new story, and creatively telling your life, even if you stretch the truth a little. Yeah, I felt a little different. I felt like I was rewriting the same chapter, never getting to the next one. It was Groundhog Day. I repeated every few years. In retrospect, each new place built my tenacity to be agile and change, to adjust my attitude and be present in the environment, despite the pain of leaving everything that was familiar. It's in the same way this carries over to career loss and career changes and job loss. It's hard to leave a familiar job, whether it's of your own doing or not. It's bittersweet if you're leaving for positive reasons, like you found another job and better location, better work hours, better environment, whatever. But it's full of sorrow if you were fired or laid off or just changed positions in an organization in general. That feeling can be overwhelming and cause you to feel knocked off your path. I certainly felt lost and unsure of my next steps. Helen Keller said, when one door of happiness closes, another opens. But often we look so long at the closed door that we do not see the one which is open before us. I thought about that for a second. I was like, what a profound statement. I know firsthand it's been, I've had a lot of change and I've dwelt on the event and dwelt on those feelings of, well, why did this happen to me? But I encourage you to ask, what did this teach you? What about the circumstance makes my experience special? As I've said in past episodes, it's the heart that we choose for the outcome of what may have happened to us because, I'm sorry, for that to become something that has happened for us, propelling us into something new. As an adolescent, I was learning authenticity and resilience as I developed in my character. There are books written on influencing friends and winning friends and influencing people. I did not need a book. I had to influence people to make new friends every few years as I was being replanted into all these new places. I reflect on the challenges of moving as a child and I realize the traits I learned transcended to recovering from multiple career changes as an adult. With each layoff, it was a new beginning, and I was writing the same chapter over again, just this time in a new book. In a moment, I'll share a personal story from my employment, highlighting how being true to oneself can profoundly influence our career journeys. So let me rewind you to September 2008. I was 21, excited as I was prepared to get my first cell phone, moving past the prepaid models. My mom and I were smitten with the new BlackBerry Pearl. We decided to visit a wireless store and set up service. As I walked into the store, I was greeted by a gentleman named Kelsey. My heart was full of enthusiasm as I shared our purpose for visiting, engaging in light banter, picking out accessories, discussing plans. I was radiating my bubbly, outgoing self. Kelsey stepped away briefly, returning with his manager, a lovely woman named Gloria. She took the time to help us and asked me a series of questions. How old are you? Are you currently working? Are you in school? I was taken back a second. Why did this feel like an interrogation? As Gloria and I talked, she kindly guided me around the store. Once we returned to finalize the transaction, she said something that changed everything. I have an open role I think you'd be perfect for. I was so surprised and excited to hear more, which led me to complete the job application and be hired immediately. What began as a simple phone purchase became a remarkable opportunity as I walked away with a job. The truth is, authenticity is magnetic. I hadn't even been searching for an opportunity, and yet it found me. In the years as I worked, I thrived, always striving to provide excellent service. I wanted every customer to feel seen and valued and create a memorable and enjoyable experience for them. I understood that as the first point of contact for that individual, I represented the organization, and the effort I put into fostering those positive experiences was my way of making a difference. In 2009, a little over a year at the telecom company, I witnessed the excitement surrounding the launch of Apple's second generation iPhone. The buzz was like nothing I'd encountered before. In our time of working together, Kelsey and I often reminisced about life experiences. I previously shared my journey of teaching myself sign language since the third grade. So when Kelsey approached me amidst the iPhone launch chaos, I was immediately apprehensive. Connie, I need your help for a moment. I have a deaf customer trying to make a purchase, as he said to me. Amid the high customer traffic that day, I stopped to consider his point of view. I envisioned the difficulty he faced struggling with a notepad and pen trying to communicate with them. My heart raced. I had never translated in a telecom context before, and I was so unsure of anything. Kelsey, I'm not sure I can do this, I replied hesitantly. Kelsey exclaimed, Connie Sue, you'll be fine. Just come on. He believed in me, and with a shaky but hopeful heart, I followed him. To make a long story short, I was able to facilitate the translation of the interaction, and the couple walked away satisfied with their experience. That single interaction opened so many other doors. Soon, four deaf couples sought me out. Knowing the deaf community, I felt a deep connection with them, and they became more than just my customers. They became friends I cherished. This example showcases how authenticity and seizing an opportunity to apply your unique gifts can lead to unexpected yet rewarding paths. Being true to myself cleared a path of purposeful employment, and accolades for performance at the highest levels when I was just being myself, nothing more and nothing less. I challenge you to put your best foot forward every day in simply being you, simply authentic. My goals were simple: caring for everyone as I wanted to be cared for. The cliche golden rule. As human beings, we crave genuine bonds built from our experiences with people every day. Some of my fondest relationships are my friends who were previously coworkers. I have mentors who are leaders I used to work for or alongside. They left lasting impressions on my life via the daily interactions I had with them. Great leaders will keep you genuine and highlight the skills you bring to their organization. For those who have experienced career change and job loss like me, I felt unworthiness, like something was wrong with me. Initially, I felt trapped in singularity with experience in a single career field. I felt inner emptiness. What do I do now? To quote Stephen Covey, the highly renowned author, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, he makes the statement: I'm not a product of my circumstances. I am a product of my decisions. It's the decisions we make following the circumstances we're faced with that change our outcome. As I applied for new roles in different industries following my career changes, I sold my authenticity, boldly expressing how I could expand my knowledge, my skill set, and be an asset in their organization, but how the skills in my repertoire were uniquely crafted from my experience across industries. I was recently presented with a question that befuddled me. How do you want to be remembered? What do you want to be remembered for? I had to ponder it for a while, and I have a simple statement, I think. At the end of my life, I just want to know that my legacy remains as someone who was spirited, but also someone who slowed down to paddle in the water, someone who had a special perspective through capturing life's essence through a particular lens, despite any challenging waters. We've all navigated life's rapids, some of us from the front of a canoe with a single paddle. And let me tell you, that's challenging. We've also witnessed times of calm and stillness where we can slow down, watch each ripple roll away as we break our reflection in the water. We see deep into our souls, reflecting God's handiwork. We were created in His image. We each carry a special assignment. We were created to walk a path designed just for us with our special talents, our unicorn identity. An identity I've sometimes had to be reminded of. If you face career change or job loss recently, you are a unicorn. Embrace your authenticity, choose your heart, keep going to persevere relentlessly, and care in your contributions. You matter, and you have a legacy to impact the world. In my life, so many of my mentors showed me authenticity. I've always felt seen, heard, valued, and like I was the only person in the world. The rest of the world stopped in conversations with them. It's this care I've strived to apply to every relationship and every role I have ever held. You have a unicorn identity. God designed you to be uniquely you. Embrace that authenticity, pulls the invisibility cloak off, and lets you shine in the market. I'd like to dedicate this episode to two of my late mentors, individuals who were larger than life and left this earth far too soon: Marty Berryman and Travis Jess. As we close, consider how embracing your authenticity and applying your gifts can transform how you connect with others in your personal and professional lives. Let's also consider what challenges individuals face as we try to remain true to ourselves in a competitive environment. Does competition tempt us into conformity in search for validation and acceptance? Or perhaps just the opposite? Does it drive us to uncover the unicorn identity God created us to be? Give it some thought, comment with your responses, Or hey, direct message me and let's talk about it. If you've gotten value from today, I'd love to have your feedback. Drop it in the comments. I hope you guys have received something from anything I've discussed today. And if you have some ideas or suggestions or anything you'd like to hear me talk about, feel free to comment or direct message me. That's all I've got for today, guys. I hope to see you live on episode 4 on Facebook, March 8th at 10 a.m. So until next time, see you soon, unicorns.